So I draw attention to the fact that though on the surface we have nothing against black masonry as an oath, other than the fact that all black masonry's claim to a charter is through a black guy, Prince Hall's daddy, white guy, to the white charters. So the point I make to that is that what is fraudulent about the Prince Hall thing is that instead of claiming a Kemetic thing over the whites, they claim a relationship with the whites, and their right to this charter was the white relationship, and when the whites refused to re-sanction them, then they chartered themselves.
Yeah, guys, do you really remember Steve Cochrane? I think you guys, if you are in America, you really remember or you know about Stephen Cochrane. Steve Cochrane was a researcher, but also a Pan-African lecturer and public speaker who has done, well, in my opinion, I think he has done the most of tremendous research when it comes to Africa. For possibly no one comes near to him, because his research was very interested how he articulates the issues that Africans have, and how Africa is being treated or was being treated that time, and a lot of predictions based on the research he has done. It turned to be true.
Because this man owned Exxon Mobil, Atlantic Richfield, set up the Persian Gulf War. How many of y'all know somebody died in the war or got shot up for nothing? And this man run New York. He is the chairman of the American establishment. He represents America at the table of world power. And we sitting up here in New York and ain't fuck with him yet. Now, I don't know what meetings y'all been going to, but somebody done really fucked you up about who to get when it come down. I understand. Sister just want to say that we don't fuck with them. And we need to fuck with them.
So I think if you talk about like Dr. Abdul Khalid Mohammed, you talk about Professor Jeffrey Renan, you talk about Professor Tony Martin, you talk about Malcolm X, you talk about people like Lonoko Rashid, you talk about people like Dr. Umar Johnson. I think those guys, they are doing, even Dr. Umar Johnson, he's still doing very good. But I think someone like Steve Cochrane, who was not even educated or to the level of being a doctor, he had very amazing information about Africa. He will articulate and he will build arguments and proof with evidence that what he's talking about is true. So Steve Cochrane, we still remember you.
And there needs to be, if there has to be, the anti-Rockefeller operation. There must be direct pressure on the Rockefeller, his descendants, and his operations in New York, else you will never get free here. You will never get free if you don't fuck Rockefeller in New York.
I just want to say that because he has not been recognized as one of the people who have done a lot for African people, I mean black people globally. So Steve Cochrane was born in America and he died in 2012, if I'm not mistaken. He died, but I hear that there is a museum that is dedicated to him in Accra, Ghana. So if someone have more information about that, please let me know, especially those who are in Western Africa like Ghana. So that being said, that was it for Steve Cochrane. We really remember you, Mr. Steve Cochrane, with your efforts to try to inform us and to teach us what is going on around us and why things are going the way they are going, even though maybe he did not die rich, but he died with dignity and honor. We do recognize his effort, Mr. Steve Cochrane. Thank you.
Never, ever. And don't leave up out New York coming no place else talking about what you gonna do. You ain't fucked it right here. That's another rule. Change the things you can reach. We underestimate the role of violence in changing behavior. And so I don't want you to get sucked into the peace strategy. We will not whip the hunky peacefully. All right.